Unveiling the 10 most racist moments in football. In the grand theater of football, where dreams are born and heroes are made, lies the power to unite souls from every corner of the globe. Boundaries fade away, languages become a symphony of passion, and yet, amidst the spectacle and glory, a somber truth prevails. Racism, discrimination, and inequality cast their dark shadow. Racism has no place in football, but despite the facade of inclusivity and the trendy hashtags condemning racism, it keeps showing up in our beautiful game. Join us as we uncover the 10 most racist moments in football history. Dani Alves. If you are a football fan as of 2014, you've probably heard of the Dani Alves banana incident during a La Liga match between Villarreal and Barcelona. During the game while Villarreal was leading 2-1, a Villarreal fan from the stands threw a banana at Barcelona's Dani Alves just as he was about to take another corner kick. As the banana hit the turf, without even thinking about it, the Barcelona legend picked up the banana, peeled it, took a bite, and continued with the game, maintaining his composure all the while like the king that he is. It turns out that fans have been throwing bananas while yelling racist chants at Dani Alves and Neymar long before this game, so they had both planned to eat the next banana thrown at them. Legends. King Dani's actions received widespread support, shining a spotlight on the issue of racism in football and inspiring a social media campaign called #SayNoToRacism. And very quickly, a number of celebrities and players started getting involved by posting pictures of themselves eating a banana, including the likes of Sergio Aguero and Luis Suarez, which is why number 9 will shock you. Luis Suarez. I hate to say it, but one of the best strikers that has graced the Camp Nou also has skeletons up his cupboard. In a heated Premier League encounter between Liverpool and Manchester United in 2011, tensions escalated when Liverpool striker Luis Suarez allegedly hurled racially abusive language towards Manchester United defender Patrice Evra. The incident occurred during an intense on-field confrontation, with Evra accusing Suarez of using derogatory terms. It was an ugly moment to witness as a football fan, but the controversy around the incident is not a positive memory for anyone. Although Suarez admitted to saying the word in his defense, holds a different meaning in Spanish and may have been used in that context. As a result of Evra's claims, the Football Association, or the FA, launched an investigation which resulted in the Uruguayan receiving an 8-match ban and a hefty fine in the region of $90,000. But it didn't end there. In a later game at Old Trafford, seeing Evra for the first time since their controversial incident, Suarez went down the line of players and refused to shake Evra's hand. I guess he felt he was the victim. Do you know who the real victim is? Balotelli. Throughout his career, Balotelli has consistently been a victim of racism on and off the field. During a match between Brescia and Verona, Mario Balotelli endured racist abuse from the crowd, leading to an enraged striker kicking the ball into the stands and attempting to leave the pitch. Referee Maurizio Mariani had to intervene, invoking the anti-racism protocol and temporarily stopping the game. Balotelli's teammates and officials tried to calm him down, but several Brescia players reported hearing racist chants directed at the 29-year-old, who was one of Italy's best-known sportsmen. Balotelli still managed to score a goal later in the match. However, he left the field full-time, visibly upset. What made Balotelli's encounter much worse was that after the game, Verona's manager Ivan Juric and the club president claimed not to have heard any abuse. Despite opposition players affirming the incident and even a monitor from Italy's Football Federation confirming the abuse, Juric still denied hearing any monkey chants. He said in an interview, "I'm not afraid to say there were no racist chants today. They might have jeered and mocked the great player, but there was nothing there. Nothing." John Terry. If you weren't shocked by the controversial racist moment involving Luis Suarez and Patrice Evra, then picture this. It's October the 23rd in 2011, and Chelsea is playing a highly contentious match against QPR, and suddenly the cameras randomly pick up an exchange between Terry and Anton Ferdinand, who is black. What did Terry say? Video footage that shocked football fans around the world emerged and circulated rapidly across the internet, revealing an alleged racist slur directed by Chelsea center back John Terry towards Anton Ferdinand, brother of former Manchester United defender Rio Ferdinand. Nobody can say for sure, but reading his lips, it would seem like the words were used. English media went wild, and fans were divided. Understandably, with John Terry being such a celebrated English footballer and then captain of the England squad, it was difficult to believe that he could have uttered a racist slur against a fellow English defender. In an embittered Crown Court case that lasted 4 days, former England skipper Terry allegedly admitted to saying those damning racist words. Yet, he was found innocent of the racial abuse. Ron Atkinson. Good commenters should always know when the microphone is on them. Apparently, Ron Atkinson may not be as good as we all thought. In April 2004, the ex-Aston Villa and Manchester United manager was commenting on a match between Chelsea and Monaco. It was an exciting match, and both teams played very entertaining football. At some point in the match, Atkinson's comments on French defender Marcel Desailly were picked up. For some reason, he believed his microphone was off and commented on the Frenchman's defending. He was later sacked from his role with TV broadcaster ITV. Atkinson had been known to have made other racist remarks at different times, even before the Desailly incident. Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o, another FC Barcelona legend, had to undergo racial abuse during his marvelous stint at the Camp Nou. Late February 2006, Barcelona faced Real Zaragoza away from their home stadium. It was a very scintillating match that became a pretty awful experience for the Cameroon international, who had to play through overwhelming racist chants from fans. These Zaragoza fans would make monkey noises every time he touched the ball, and even went a step further to throw peanuts at him, just like the Villarreal fans did to Dani Alves. Eto'o has been subjected to such displays before, but this time, he was done. He decided to leave the field saying no mas or no more.
No mas, no more.
He had made his point clear, either this behavior had to be stopped or the match would be abandoned. After much persuasion from the players, the referee, and the coach, Eto'o decided to continue playing. Kevin Prince Boateng. In early January 2013, things became ugly when Milan played a pre-season friendly with a lower league club, Pro Patria. Open displays of racism were not new to Boateng. He had faced it before and always ignored it, but just like Eto'o, this time he had enough. 25 minutes into the match, Boateng couldn't take the monkey noises and name calling any longer and snapped. He took the ball, booted it in the direction of the abusers, and stormed off the field. The moment became a show of solidarity as all the players walked off the field in support of Boateng. Boateng later said this to reporters in an interview. "I said to myself, in this kind of environment, in this situation, I don't want to play football anymore." Romelu Lukaku. It seems like the racism controversy in Italy never ends. During the recently concluded, Lukaku scored a penalty for Inter in a one-on-one draw in the Coppa Italia semi-final first leg in Turin. Romelu scored a penalty late in the game, but before, during, and after the penalty, he was subjected to hostile and disgusting racist abuse. So after his goal, he rushed to the sidelines to celebrate in the same manner he has previously celebrated goals, by holding a finger to his lips in a gesture to silence the haters. Surprisingly, the referee's response was to award Lukaku a yellow card. Why? Lukaku was already on a yellow card, so this meant he was sent off the pitch. The Inter star was essentially sent off for trying to silence racists. I mean, if you needed proof that football doesn't care about tackling abuse, now you have it. I don't know which is worse, the referee sending Lukaku off, or the Italian Football Federation actually upholding the yellow card even after the match. The Inter striker had this to say: "I hope the authorities take action for real this time." You can tell from his tone that he didn't believe it. It's true that the referee was within his rights to issue a card if he felt the player's gesture was provocatory or inciting in any way. But I mean, read the room. After heavy criticism from players, pundits, and fans of the beautiful game all over the world, the president of the Italian Football Federation intervened to overturn the controversial suspension. Moriga. If you take the spotlight away from Italian football for a minute, you'll find that Portuguese football has seen some unfortunate scenes too. In February 2020, playing in a match versus his former club, Vitória SC, Moussa Moriga scored Porto's second goal in the 60th minute and was booked for his celebration. At least, that's what it looked like on TV. But no, apparently the 28-year-old had endured racist chants from the stands since warm-up. What was his celebration? Well, the Mali striker had celebrated putting Porto 2-1 in front by pointing towards his skin as he hugged his teammates by the touchline. He had a chair thrown at him from the stands while doing this, by the way. 9 minutes later, with abuse seemingly continuing, Moriga decided he had endured enough and attempted to make his way off the field. Even though his teammates and opposition players tried to convince him to stay on the pitch, he gestured with his fingers towards the Vitória fans as his reason for leaving. As a football fan, this was one of my saddest moments watching a game. This was a player who had given his all to his former club, and now they repaid him with racist chants. However, it gets even darker with the most recent racist controversy involving Vinicius Jr. On Sunday, the 14th of May, in a 1-0 La Liga defeat in Valencia, the game was paused in the 70th minute as Vinicius tried to point out fans in the crowd who he believed were abusing him. He was ushered away by teammates and Valencia players before being spoken to by referee Ricardo de Burgos and Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti. Vinicius was later sent off for the first time in La Liga for his involvement in a mass altercation between two sets of players. After the game, Ancelotti had this to say.
Ha pasado otras veces, mas así no. Así no, es inaceptable. La Liga Española tiene un problema.
The crazy thing is that this is just one of the many incidents that Vinicius has had to deal with this season. In September 2022, some Atletico Madrid fans sang racist songs toward Vinicius outside their Wanda Metropolitano Stadium before Real Madrid played them. In December 2022, Vinicius looked to be subjected to racist abuse at Valladolid while he walked past fans after being substituted. La Liga said it had filed charges relating to the racist abuse of Vinicius with the relevant judicial, administrative, and sporting bodies. In January 2023, an effigy of the Real Madrid winger was hung from a bridge near the club's training ground before a game against Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey. Atletico said the incident was repugnant. In February 2023, Mallorca fans were filmed allegedly racially abusing the Brazilian during a game against Real. March 2023, even La Liga confessed that intolerable racist behavior was once again observed against Vinicius in a game against Barcelona, and that it had reported the racist insults to the Barcelona Court of Instruction. And now, in May 2023, it is Valencia fans hurling racist abuse against Vinny. Racism has plagued the sport for decades, with players and sometimes fans facing discrimination based on their race, ethnicity, and nationality. Despite progress in recent years, it is crucial to acknowledge the challenges that have been faced and the work still needed to eradicate racism from the game. We hope this video has shed some light on the persistent issues of racism in the sport. By raising awareness and encouraging open discussions, we can all play a part in creating a football community that values diversity, equality, and respect. Please subscribe to our channel, share this video, and let's continue the conversation and work together to kick racism out of football once and for all.